Welcome to Creepshow, the channel where we dive into the mysterious, thrilling, and sometimes unbelievable tales that blur the line between reality and fiction. Today, we're delving into one of the most glamorous yet dangerous tactics in the espionage world, the honeypot. These are tales of seduction, betrayal, and high-stakes intelligence, where love and lies collide in ways that rival the best spy novels. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thrilling stories. Now, let's dive into the fascinating world of real honeypot operations. Number 10. The Lonely Marine, Clayton Lonetree's Fall for Love. Clayton Lonetree was a young, lonely Marine stationed at the U.S. Embassy in Moscow during the height of the Cold War. A member of the Navajo Nation, Lonetree took immense pride in his family's military legacy and refused to request a transfer despite his isolation. That all changed when he met Violetta Sena, a Russian woman working as a translator at the embassy. Violetta's beauty and charm captivated Lonetree, and their relationship quickly deepened into a secret affair. But their romance came with strings attached. Violetta introduced Lonetree to her uncle, Sasha, who began asking probing questions about his work at the embassy. Lonetree eventually realized Sasha was a KGB operative, and likely so was Violetta. Despite the betrayal, Lonetree continued the affair, even transferring to Vienna to maintain contact with Sasha, to whom he began selling sensitive documents. His goal was to save money for a future with Violetta. When guilt consumed him, Lonetree confessed to a CIA agent while intoxicated, leading to his arrest and a 9-year prison sentence. He never saw Violetta again. A poignant end to a love story turned spy tragedy. Number 9. The Blackmail of Irvin Scarbeck, a Scandal in Warsaw. In 1959, Irvin Scarbeck, a U.S. Foreign Service officer stationed in Warsaw, fell for Ursula Maria Discher, a young Polish woman. Their affair became the perfect opportunity for Polish intelligence agents, who stormed their love nest and captured compromising photos. Scarbeck was blackmailed into providing state secrets to protect his family from scandal. However, the trial revealed a deeper, more complicated story. Discher claimed she had been destitute before meeting Scarbeck, who provided her with food, clothing, and shelter. While some believed she was a pawn of Polish intelligence, others saw Scarbeck as a man whose good intentions had spiraled out of control. Convicted of espionage, Scarbeck was sentenced to 3 consecutive 10-year terms, later reduced to concurrent sentences. He was released on parole in 1966, leaving behind a cautionary tale of love, compassion, and betrayal. Number 8. Sharon Scranage, Secrets of the Ghanaian Crisis. In 1983, Sharon Scranage, a CIA clerk stationed in Ghana, became romantically involved with Michael Susudis, a Ghanaian intelligence officer. Their 18-month affair led to catastrophic consequences, as Susudi extracted classified information about U.S. operations and CIA informants in Ghana. When Scranage returned to the U.S., her polygraph test revealed the breach, leading to Susudi's arrest in a sting operation. Ghana retaliated by imprisoning the exposed informants, reportedly executing one. In a prisoner exchange, Susudi was freed in exchange for the surviving informants. Scranage was sentenced to 5 years in prison, but served only 8 months. Her story stands as a grim reminder of the devastating consequences of compromised loyalties. Number 7. John Vassall, the KGB's perfect target. Assigned to the British Embassy in Moscow during the 1950s, John Vassall was a low-ranking clerk whose personal life made him vulnerable to blackmail. Homosexuality was illegal in Britain and persecuted in the Soviet Union, making Vassall's orientation a dangerous secret. The KGB lured Vassall to a party where he was intoxicated and photographed in compromising situations with other men. Faced with exposure, Vassall agreed to spy for the Soviets. For 7 years, he smuggled classified documents to the KGB, living lavishly on their payments. Vassall's espionage ended in 1961, when a defector tipped off British intelligence. He was arrested, sentenced to 18 years, and released after serving 11. His story reveals the vulnerability of those with secrets to keep and the high price of their silence. Number 6. Katrina Leung, The Double Life of Parlor Maid. Katrina Leung, code-named Parlor Maid by the FBI, was one of its most prized assets in China during the 1980s and 1990s. Initially recruited to spy on Chinese intelligence, Leung turned the tables, becoming a double agent who leaked U.S. secrets to Beijing. Leung's charm extended to her handlers. Both her FBI recruiter, James J. Smith, and another senior agent, William Cleveland Jr., became romantically involved with her, further compromising security. Leung's activities remained undetected for years, allowing her to profit from both governments. Arrested in 2003, Leung's case collapsed due to prosecutorial misconduct, leaving questions about her true allegiances unanswered. Number 5. The Pakistani Honeypot, a barroom spy. In 2005, Brigadier Andrew Durkin, a British military officer stationed in Pakistan, was ensnared by a young Pakistani woman who seemed harmless. In reality, she was an ISI operative using her charm to infiltrate gatherings of high-ranking officers. Durkin's failure to recognize the threat led to his disgrace. Removed from his post, his story underscores the importance of vigilance even in seemingly innocuous interactions. Number 4. The Seductress from North Korea, Won Jong-hwa. Won Jong-hwa defected to South Korea in 2001, becoming a symbol of triumph over North Korean oppression. Behind her public persona, however, Won was a spy, seducing South Korean military officers to extract secrets for Pyongyang. Caught in 2008, Won's 7-year operation ended with a 5-year prison sentence. Her actions highlighted the enduring use of seduction in espionage. Number 3. The Romeo of East Germany, Frank Dietzel. Frank Dietzel was a master manipulator for East Germany's Stasi. Posing as a researcher, he courted Gabriele Kliem, an American embassy worker, for 7 years. Their engagement was a front for Dietzel's espionage, as he extracted classified documents under the guise of love. Kliem's betrayal was revealed in 1991, and she was arrested for espionage. The emotional toll of the long con remains a harrowing reminder of the personal costs of Cold War espionage. Number 2. Martha Dodd, the woman who could have changed history. Martha Dodd, the daughter of the U.S. ambassador to Germany, moved in Nazi social circles in the 1930s, sleeping with high-ranking officials and even catching the interest of Adolf Hitler. Disillusioned with the Reich, she later became a Soviet spy, leveraging her connections for intelligence. Although her usefulness waned after returning to the U.S., Dodd's life as a double agent remains a fascinating study in shifting allegiances during a volatile era. Number 1. Richard Miller, the bumbling FBI spy. Richard Miller was the antithesis of the suave, efficient agent. Seduced by Svetlana Ogorodnikov, a suspected Soviet operative, Miller offered classified information in exchange for money and favors. His ineptitude and Svetlana's dubious credentials turned the operation into a comedy of errors. Miller was convicted of espionage, marking a bizarre chapter in FBI history. His story proves that even in the shadowy world of spies, mistakes can be as revealing as successes. These stories blur the line between romance and treachery, showcasing the human vulnerabilities exploited in the name of espionage. If you enjoyed this dive into real-life spy thrillers, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Creepshow for more stories that keep you on the edge of your seat. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.